You know, sometimes the most simple items make any kind of emergency or camping trip or any outdoor adventure a whole lot nicer. Today, we're looking at one of those items. This is an off-grid coffee press from Firemaple for use with their X2 stoves. We're going to check this thing out when we come back. Alright folks, welcome back. So I wanted to kind of let you know about this little filter here. It's a small accessory. It's very inexpensive. It is on sale right now. Normally they're $15.95. They're $11.96 right now, so it's 25% off. And this is the press that's made for this stove system, the Star X2 stove system. I will bring the camera up a little here so you can see what I'm talking about. This is a similar to another stove on the market type, very, very quick boil time stoves. And I'm going to give you a little bit of info. I don't like to give too much anecdotal info on these because you guys get bored. But my friend bought one of these from me. I had two. He bought one of these from me, and he took it on a trip last weekend out to the SAR show, the Small Arms Review show. And basically, he camped in his U-Haul truck. He used this thing all weekend for coffee, for food, for everything. He said it performed flawlessly the whole time. It was cold, wet, and rainy out there in Arizona, and he loved it. He's like, when you get more, let me know. I'll buy more from you. And I'm like, no, keep in mind. So I just want to let you know, these do work very, very well. But this is a way to make coffee with it really, really quick and easy. When you get it, you're going to get it in these three pieces, and it does break down into these three pieces. Really nice storage bag with full instructions on here. So it'll show you, let's pull that out there, and it'll show you how to put it together. You're going to need to take the nut off the bottom here, because I was trying to screw this thing in like this, and I'm like, what the heck, why isn't it screwing in? Then I realized that's because that nut has to come off there and go in here and screw it in that way. So we are going to do that. And then you're going to, of course, first you're going to stick this through here so that you have the ability to put the cap on top and push downward with it. So I'm going to set this up and show you how it works. I got the stove back here ready with a little under a liter of water because I don't want to make too much coffee. And we're going to fire this thing up. So let me get this thing put together and I'll show you how that works. So I used the needle nose pliers just to loosen it up. It was a little on the tight side there. I'm going to take that screw. I'm going to put this through here, of course. Then we're going to put it this way, down in this way. Or is it this way? Let's see what the instructions say. They don't. Oh well. I would feel it'd be this way because it's kind of facing backwards, but I don't know. Let's see. Which way feels a little more stable? That actually feels more stable. So, we're going to put this tiny little screw, nut, bolt, whatever, nut, not screw, through here, and just kind of tighten it up. You don't want it too tight because remember, this breaks down and it's portable, so you don't want to have this thing where it's like, you know, rock hard tight and you can't undo it. And that's enough right there. That's good. Now we're going to fire up the Firemaple X2 cooking system, the Star X2 cooking system, right here, and we're going to give that a whirl. See how quick that boils. Got to find my igniter. And I don't know where my lid went, but when we find the lid, there we go. Put my lid on there, and we're going to let that boil. I'm going to boil the water first, then I'm going to dump my coffee in, kind of let it sit in there, and then we're going to press it with this. So see how well that works. And once again, this thing amazes me. We have boiling water in like 2.5 minutes, and that's a liter of water. I'm going to turn this thing down. And I'm going to put the coffee in. I'm going to give you a little information on the stove because I know the video is mainly about the press, but I know you guys are interested in the stove as well. And I have done videos in the past on it. And yes, I like my coffee really strong, so give it a good 4 scoops. Now what I like to do with coffee presses is I'll get the water boiling. I got something on my spoon there. Then I'll just kind of push this in and stir it around. I'll let it sit for a little bit. You know, I don't want to do it quick right away because you won't get the strength in the coffee you like. It kind of has to sit there and steep a little bit. So we'll let that do that. And I'll tell you a little bit about the stove. Now the stove is the Star X2 cooking system. Boils water 30% quicker than traditional camp stoves, okay? And I can attest to that. It is the quickest Firemaple ever that they produced, okay? 7,500 BTUs. The weight on it is 630 grams or 22 ounces, so it's not tiny, but it's very, very versatile and, usable. Again, it's a dual-use item. It can be used for soups. It can be used to cook food in it. I've cooked actual food in it, like Spam and rice and stuff, and thrown it all in there. Its folded size is 5.2 inches by 8.1 inches, and the boil time on it, they say, is 1 minute and 42 seconds per half liter. So that's about right. Now, they do have a bunch of accessories with this. This came with a 1 pound propane adapter. It also came with this, and when I take that off there, what you can do with this is put this on top. So you're not balancing on just the burner like most of these traditional stoves have. This sits in there, and you can put a pan on top. So you can cook with this without even using that pot. So pretty cool, neat thing. Let's press the coffee and give it a try. So what I'm going to do, show you how I'm going to push this down. I moved the camera up a little bit so you could see better. What I like to do with these is make sure that this seal is all the way around in there, fairly well centered, okay? Kind of like that, so you don't get that mess everywhere and it doesn't spill all over. Put the lid on like that, okay? And just push down slowly. There's no rush. Slowly push down on it. And I don't want to push too hard because remember, we're just on that little Lindell valve down there, that little propane valve. So I don't go nuts with it. Now what I can do with this, once I snap that on there better, I'm going to disconnect it from here. I'm going to pour out the coffee and give it a try. All right, so let's get this started here. I'm just going to hold it on there and pour it out. And it will leak a little bit from underneath. I noticed that. Lid's not perfect, but all your grounds are at the bottom, so it's no big deal. There you go. And remember to wait until this is cool till you separate the two. And remember that other device I showed you? For here? Check that out. So if I want to cook on top of that, I can. Anyway, let's move this out of the way here. And let's try out the coffee. Don't you just love that mug? Perfect. And the right strength I like too. Really, really strong. Very, very good. No grounds at all. Came out really, really nice. Letting it sit for a few minutes really does kind of tend to help it kind of get a little bit more full-bodied. If you just put it in there and push down, it's going to kind of taste weak. So anyway, that is the off-grid coffee press from Firemaple. Works with all their Star X2 stove systems. Very, very easy to use, as you see, and doesn't add a ton of weight. I mean, the whole thing comes apart, pops into here, and you're ready to go for your next adventure. So even if you are not in an emergency situation and you just want to go out camping and have some awesome coffee, that would be an awesome way to do it. So remember, like I said, I got this links for the stove, okay, this stove system, and the actual press itself on the description underneath, right under there. So check it out. I think I have a code under there too as well. We'll check it out for you. I'm pretty sure I have a code for you. I just forgot to write it on my notes up here. So definitely check that out as well. Don't forget to check out all our other links down below. We have our Amazon affiliate store. Check that link out. If there's nothing in the store you like, just shop as you normally would after clicking the link. We do appreciate that. Freeze-dried wholesalers link. The link saves you 15% just for using it. Okay. Prep with My Patriot Supply, okay? That's preparewithiridium.com, right down there. Awesome deals on some awesome food. I mean, the 3-month kit is 30% off this month. You're going to get a really good deal on that. Plus, if you click that little icon on the top there, the little banner with the name My Patriot Supply, you'll actually go into the site and see they have a whole lot more to choose from than just food, okay? Our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store as well. Don't forget to check it out. I thank you guys for watching. I'm going to enjoy some coffee. Stay safe and stay prepared.